All right, we're going to take a look at some more quadratic word problems here using our handy-dandy cheat sheet, which you can get up front if you have not already. But now into current issues. So Jason jumped off a cliff. Oh my. Oh, well, vacation with some friends. Glad that was the reason. His height as a function of time can be modeled by this function, where t is the time in seconds and h is the height in feet. So look at my a, b, and c values. How long did it take for Jason to reach his maximum height? How long? That's the x value of my vertex. Remember, x is time, y is height. So, handy-dandy cheat sheet, x equals negative b over 2a. For the opposite of b over 2a. Here's where we tend to run into trouble. People look at this, and their brains, for some reason, look at this and tell them that negative 16 divided by negative 32 is 32 divided by 16. It is not. The larger number is down below, so it's a half, or 0.5. 1/2 of 1 second. That didn't take very long. Okay, what was the highest point that he reached? Y value of my vertex. So now this, I have some choices. Fastest way, probably, if I have a calculator available, would be to type this in, and then go ahead and look at, the chart those whole numbers. Oh yeah, trace. I'll have to wait a second here for the graph to get drawn. Because remember, when I just hit trace, not second trace, just trace, I can type in any x value I want. Hit enter, it'll tell me the y value, which is 484, and since this is height, that would be included as feet. Well, what if I don't have a calculator? Okay, if I don't have a graphing calculator, all is not lost. Any calculator could do this for me. And I get the same answer out. Okay. Then Jason hit the water, my x-intercept, or my 0, after how many seconds? Because when you're thinking about it, okay, so here's kind of my parabola. This is like my cliff. Here's Jason up here. It's big splash. Okay? That's what we're trying to find here. So this is the one when we're trying to find those zeros, those x-intercepts. Okay, again, we've got our help sheet. I've already typed my equation to y equals. Second trace, to get my calculate menu, I'm looking for a 0. It's another name for an intercept. Now, you don't see the cursor anywhere. Keep watching the y value. And as I move to the right, I notice it's getting smaller. Keep doing that until your cursor gets into the screen. Okay, that's pretty close. 3 left arrow clicks. Enter. There's my first border. 1, 2, 3 to get back where I started. 1, 2, 3 more. Total of 6. And notice my little arrows are entrapping the point that I'm trying to find, this 0 right here. I hit enter one more time, and it tells me the answer is 6. Now, you might notice something. This is something I would do in the future. Look at this for a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I almost could have looked at that and knew it was 6 without doing all this work. If you think it's a whole number sometime, here's what I would tell you to do. If it looks, you're like, I think it's 6. Just hit trace, type in the 6, and if you see y equals 0, because that happens when it's an x-intercept, you've got it. Okay? So that's not a bad deal. That can actually make things go kind of quick if I'm on my A game. Number 2, got another example here of what we've been doing. A toy rocket is launched vertically upward from the ground with an initial velocity of 128 feet per second. Its height after t seconds is given by this equation. How long will it take? See the pattern developing here? How long? X value vertex. Okay, my x is opposite of b. 2 times my a value. Again, clean up your denominator first. Don't get in such a rush that you screw this up. So 4 seconds before it comes back to the ground. So again, it goes up. And that's what we were looking for right there. Skipping letter B there because that's not something we've touched upon yet. How long will it take the rocket to hit its maximum height? Do you see the boneheaded thing Harty just did? Harty didn't read carefully. He just looked at the word how long. That wasn't very smart to do, as you chuckle at home. Because what we just did, maximum height, this is the one that's the x value of the vertex. All that stuff, yeah, that belonged right here. That's right. Nobody to blame but me on this one. Because I read how long and automatically thought x value vertex, but did I read the rest? So that is not the x value of the vertex. That is an x-intercept, and I did not notice it until I drew my little picture. So, my apologies. We are going to need to go back and fix that. So, how do we do that? Well, we're going to type our new equation in here. Once we type that in, again, since we're looking for the intercept, it's second trace, number 2. Wait a minute for the graph. Now again, I notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To me, it looks like 8 might be the answer. So I'm going to hit trace and hit 8. Oh, awesome. Now again, could I trap? Sure. You're like, yeah, I'd like to practice at that, because they're probably not all going to come out whole numbers the way you do it, Harty. You're probably right. So let's do it. So second trace, let's find the 0. It's a pretty good place to start. So again, handy dandy help sheet out. 1, 2, 3, enter. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3 more. Again, we're trapping that 0 in. 8, 0. Okay, I was right. I had to make sure. I wanted to feel good about things. So that worked out for me. And finally, what's the maximum height? Y value vertex. Did you say, Harty, are you sure about this? Yes, I'm sure. So again, I knew the x value of my vertex is 4. Trace 4. Y value 256. Hopefully this kind of gets you thinking between this and the quiz preview. Just some easy ways that you can deal with some of these word problems. Not that they're tough, just knowing what it is that you're looking for. Enjoy the rest of your day.